action. Wait, no, Ella, can you clap in front of it? Ready? Producer Ella. 3, 2, 1, action. Slay. Hello, bonjour, hola, guten morgen. I don't know any other languages. Hi everyone, welcome back to A Car and a Hair. You know me. This is Lily, or as we like to say in the salon, Lily, is how we call her all the time. But this is Lily. She is our emerging stylist. A little side note, Lily also finishes her apprenticeship in August this year. So soon. But yeah, how do you feel?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Yeah, we're going to be here today just, you know, us just going to be having a chat. I wanted to switch it up a little bit. You've seen like quite a few of our like senior staff or like master stylists. You've seen Anna on here. You've seen me on here. So I thought it would be nice just to get like our junior team on, sort of introduce them, even though they don't need any introduction. You all are familiar with them when you come in salon, but just to sort of get a different point of view, you know. Some of us have been hairdressing for a long time, so I think it's also nice to get our junior team on here. Fresh ideas, fresh point of view. My heart rate's going. My Red Bull's kicking in this morning, guys, so just bear with me. So yeah, tell me, Lil, your favorite thing that you're doing on the floor so far, or what you're most excited for as well. 2 prompts.
Definitely will have to be blow dries. I love doing a bouncy. Other than that, I've just started doing some foiling, which I'm really excited about.
Insert photo of Lily's foil model here, please, because it was beautiful.
Thank you.
You did very well on that. You do a lot of blow dries in the salon for us, for your clients. If you guys don't know, we have a blow dry club, which Lily here does a lot of our blow dry clubs. Clients at Algester, majority of them. So she's queen of the blow dries. But tell me how you feel these products work for you, and what are you seeing come through at the moment? Like, you know, we've got seasonal changes coming up. We're going from summer to autumn. So we're noticing a little bit of frizz, but also are we noticing hairs drying out? Like, what are you seeing come through the door when, especially when you're doing blow dry clients?
A lot of people with drier hair, especially on our ends, but even also scalp. And definitely just a bit of frizz.
It's not necessarily humidity frizz at the moment. I think it's just like being in summer, everyone's been sweating, they've been wearing their hair up, or they've been doing a little bit more styling to get their hair to hold. So I think I'm noticing like a lot of dryness and like frizz coming from that, which like this guy here. So let me show you. This one. So this is our split end serum. Really, really beautiful because it's going to help with sealing the cuticle. More or less it's working from the inside out of the hair, which is what I like about it. It doesn't feel super residuey on the hair. I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel like it's not super residuey on the hair. A really, really nice one if you're just needing that sort of like, you know, when you don't want to use like multiple products, but you just sort of want something that's going to help sort of like give you a good base and just like give that sort of like restructure to the hair, but not weigh the hair down.
Yeah. So you can use it on wet and dry hair too.
Absolutely. And how do I use it on dry hair? Please enlighten me, enlighten the people. Give me your tips and tricks on how to use this one.
I sometimes like to use it on dry hair when you're just wanting a little bit more moisture into there after doing like a style, or even if their hair is being like smoothed down, just like any little bits what are just flying around. Not a lot, a little pea size, and then that can go a long way. Kind of rub it through your hands and then rake it through your hair.
Absolutely. Which is basically essentially giving you that double cool. Let's rewind that for a second. Double like cuticle sealing, like you're putting it on before you're blow drying. Or even like next day or the day like after, you're feeling like blow dry still holding, hair still feels good, but you just need to like, sometimes the ends can just feel a little bit, I don't know, but like whenever I style my hair, when I'm like 3rd or 4th day in, I'm just like, everything feels nice, but the ends just feel just a little bit crispy, just a little bit. And I really like this one just to put over the ends, just to reseal everything, rehydrate, give it a little bit of shine and nourishment, and it's not super heavy whatsoever. But I mean, I think I'm finding I don't want to be doing much during winter. It's cold. I'm also noticing that like not only is my body dry, but my hair's drier as well. So I think in winter I tend to use a lot more sort of like hydrating, nourishing products rather than anything too like too heavy. Like I'll use an oil in winter, but I find I like an oil for summer because it helps to sort of like smoothen my frizz. But I think in winter I tend to go for something like the Sweat and Serum or the Waterfall just to put that like moisture content back in my hair. But also I will say on the other hand, I do like winter because there's not as much humidity.
Yes, and your hair would love that.
My hair loves humidity. Loves it. I hate it. My hair loves it. So I'm finding that in winter I'm not doing much to it, but like I'll straighten my hair a lot more in winter because it lasts better because it's cooler and drier, which sounds like it's all counterproductive. Do you know what I mean? But I find that if I'm straightening it, I'm also not having to do as much because I can just do a quick bloop over.
Well, my hair is from Tuesday. Shout out to Seb for doing it. Love that.
Thank you for that.
But yeah, I haven't really done anything to my hair since Tuesday. I just put a nice little cream in it, nice little spray, smooth and seal. And
Do you use the Smooth and Seal at home?
I do actually. I like a simple blow dry. I add 2 steps in my blow dry mostly, and then it's normally like a nice cream or a spray afterwards. That's it.
Interesting. I mean, I feel like that's a good routine for like speaking with like finer hair. I think this is also really great because Lily has finer hair. She also has blonde hair.
I also have like no hair.
She has some hair. It's okay. How would you then put that to your clients as a low maintenance routine? Like, how do you think you would tell your clients that, or give them a low maintenance routine that's going to suit their needs at home, especially like, you know, we have our blow dry club members as well. So, you know, if they're coming to us once a week and you're saying, you know, you're only doing your hair twice a week.
I would definitely go by what they do with their hair and how we are styling it in salon. If there's someone who does like smooth, I definitely would say getting like a nice oil or even like a nice spray would be nice throughout the week. Just like until you're back in the salon for us to wash it. If they're just like a normal client coming here for an appointment, definitely I always ask what they like to do and how long they have like time wise when it comes to styling their hair in the morning or throughout the week.
Absolutely. You can't really recommend someone do something if they're, you know, not willing to want to put effort or time. Like, you know, us as hairdressers, we understand. We understand. We don't want. We also like. Sometimes we just want to have our hair done like quick and easy. Sometimes we will just come with
a claw clip.
But, you know, we'll curl the front bits because at that current point in time, we only have 5-10 minutes in the morning and that's all we want to spend. But then there's other mornings where we'll get up and, like, for me specifically, I wore my hair in braids last night, got it this morning, and I think I spent a good half an hour, like, crimping it because I was like, okay, I have the time this morning, but I think
spent 5 minutes.
Lily spent 5 minutes and she looks great. Lucky her.
Just put some more curls over the curls that were there.
Lily, what does moisture mean to you?
Very good question. I would definitely say like hydration into the hair. So it's like if I was saying what it looked like to me, it would be smooth, sleek, and just like healthy looking, in my opinion.
I get that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about yourself?
When I think of moisturized hair, I think of, I hate using the word shiny because I feel like everyone says healthy hair is shiny hair. Not necessarily.
It does say shiny though in the water.
Yes. Waterfall is a moisture. It says moisture and shine lotion. So yes. But so technically I've just been called out online by my 19-year-old apprentice. No. I don't even know how to come back from that, honestly. Technically, yes, I think of moisturized hair. I think of shiny hair. I don't really want to put the two of them in the same category because there's so many other ways to get shine in the hair. But when I do think of moisturized hair, I do think of like, just like, yeah, healthy.
You think of the Pinterest kind of looking hair. Like what you see all over, like that really nice looking hair.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. When it comes to moisture in terms of like your hair being dry, sometimes people get confused. Like, yes, it needs moisture, but you don't want to overload it on moisture. My favorite thing that I like to sort of like talk about when it comes to like the difference between like maybe something like hair that needs moisture or hair that needs restructure is a lot of blondes come through and they're like, my hair's super damaged, my hair's super dry, it's super brittle, blah, blah, blah. Like, I need something that's going to, like, repair my hair.
100%, yeah.
100% yes. You do need something that is going to repair your hair. However, sometimes your hair doesn't actually need more protein. Sometimes it just needs hydration. I think that's a big thing, is trying to tell the difference, or like sort of educating about the difference between like a lack of protein in a hair and the lack of moisture in a hair, because sometimes you can just put too much protein in when realistically all you maybe need is something that is like waterfall, that is just going to give that really sort of like good dose of like hydration to the hair. But also just being mindful of like, what are you doing with your hair? Like putting moisture in before you're blow drying is great. It's needed. I 100% always, like, everyone needs something moisturizing in their hair. I know like the last episode we were talking about the root booster, popping that in, and that was really, really lovely because it was giving you volume, but it also does have like a moisture like component of there. Talking moisture, especially with these products, obviously like you can use these as a routine themselves. You can use the three of them with each other. You can intermix them, again, as our girly pop that does a lot of our blow dries in salon. How do you find these work with different textures in salon?
Honestly, it would come down to what they're looking for.
What they're looking for as in like when they're getting their blow dry, or what they're looking for in terms of like product and how to use it?
It could be a bit of both, to be honest. In salon, there's definitely going to be things that you like, but then there's a lot of things you want to use outside of salon.
Yeah.
Especially because, yes, winter, dryness. A lot of people are probably needing more moisture. So when it comes to styling at home, they're probably more looking for care than style products at the moment. So honestly, if someone's coming in and they're like, my hair's super dry, it's not coming from my scalp though, it's from my ends or mids, that's when I would probably go in and go for waterfall. So someone who, say, has like, honestly, any different like type of hair, they don't have to have fine or thick hair, just hair that needs that hydration into it. If someone's like, I want to like stop blow drying as much, want to speed it down a bit, you know, like I spend so much time doing my hair and like at home, that's when I would go definitely for our smooth and still. They're telling me they want to stop like putting so much work into doing their blow dries. That's going to cut half their time.
That's true.
If there's someone who's like, I have split ends all the time, you know, I get my haircuts, I always need like, that's when you go for your smooth and like.
Your smooth and still? Yeah.
Yes.
That's a split end serum. Yeah, absolutely. Because I think what a lot of people, just to touch on haircuts for a second, I'm going to give you another hot take. And look, I don't mind being upfront. If you just cut your hair once a year, your split ends are never going to go away. Ever. This will help. This will help. This is going to help with sealing and smoothing those split ends and sort of like bringing that cuticle together. However, to get rid of your split ends, regular haircuts is what's going to make your hair grow. That's point blank. If you're not getting regular haircuts, your split ends are going to keep splitting all the way up your hair. And then realistically, if you've spent a year growing out your hair, all of that growth you're probably going to have to cut off because it's already so split. Whereas if you're getting a haircut every 12 weeks, every 16 weeks, you're cutting off more split ends at a time. So you then have more time for it to grow. So it's going to be longer, it's going to be healthier, and it's going to be fuller.
A lot of people think though, when it comes to haircuts, cutting too often could be an issue too, because then you're just cutting off length what doesn't actually need to be cut off then too.
Absolutely. I think when I think, like, the way that I think about it is your hair sort of grows like 4 to 6-ish centimeters. Yeah.
We're getting into measurements now.
Yeah. Like 4 to 6 centimeters like each like month, essentially, is how it goes. So if you're, you know, what's 4 times 3? 12. Stunning.
Perfect. 12 inches.
12 centimeters. No. So in 12 weeks, you're getting 12 centimeters. The more often you're getting it cut, you're getting that growth, but you're not then having to cut off as much of those split ends.
Even if it's like the tiniest bit.
Exactly, because you've cut a lot of the split ends off last time. So then you're not having as much that you're then cutting off next time and the time after that. And then you're just doing your maintenance to keep it growing.
It's a trim, not a chop.
Exactly. Everyone thinks that like
getting that feeling too, the new haircut feeling, what you get when you're like, I just want my hair to feel like this all the time.
Yeah.
That's what you're feeling like.
Exactly. That's every time. Like, yes, a trim and a haircut are going to give you that new cut feeling, but also products are going to help with maintaining that new haircut feeling. You know, you're not going home and doing skincare once and expecting your skin to be hydrated and nourished and beautiful and blemish free. No, you're doing the routine every night. You're doing the routine. I mean,
it's like working out. You can't just do it once and
Absolutely.
feel like, you know,
absolutely.
I got to my goal and everything. You have to be consistent.
You have to be consistent.
With it.
Absolutely. But I also think these products, as much as we talk about hair cutting and hair health, they are also really great for color, because you have to, one thing that, you know, if anybody that gets their hair colored, is we will always tell you that heat has effect on color. It's proven that heat and styling has effect on color.
That iron I put on my hair after I have a toner, it's coming off
Exactly.
if I don't protect it.
Exactly. If you're not putting a heat protectant on your hair, your color is going to fade. You're not going to get the longevity out of it. It's also then going to continue drying out your hair even further if you're not putting anything to protect
and
your
you
hair.
will be in the salon sooner than possible.
Absolutely. Sooner than what you're wanting to be if your toner is fading. If we're putting a toner on or we're putting a color on and you're going home and you're using your hair dryer, or not hair dryer, sorry, hair straightener curling wand on 200 degrees because you just want it quick and easy, you're coming back in 4 weeks' time because your colors all faded out of your hair.
I was going to say, because it's even not just the heat you use at home, it's the UV from the sun.
Absolutely.
We live in Queensland, even when it is winter.
It's
we
hot.
have bad sun here.
It's hot. There's holes in the ozone layer. Climate change. Ocean levels are rising.
And you want to know what's even better? Out of all of these products here, they all have UV protection.
They do have UV.
So they're going to protect you from the sun, not even just heat.
Absolutely. Now, am I saying they're going to be sunscreen for the hair? No, they're not. However, they are going to help when you do go out in environmental areas. If you decide to leave the house, it is going to help with sort of giving you just another sort of protective layer from environmental stresses is what we're trying to put out there. But just to quickly circle back to the whole color fadage, those sort of things, these products are really, really good. I do want to make note of they have heat protectant blow dry capacity. So you can put these products in, blow dry your hair, you're going to have that heat protection coverage from that. If you're then blow drying your hair after that, or not blow dry, heat styling, and you're going with a straightener, a curling wand, these will give you blow dry coverage. If you are then wanting to go that extra step further, which is fantastic, I would just recommend pairing it with just maybe like a dry heat protect spray as well, just to give you that reseal.
Also, touching back to when it comes to moisture, most of our clients work in aircon.
Aircon.
It is the easiest thing to dry your hair out.
I forget about aircon. We work in aircon every day.
I know,
I didn't even think about this. But yeah, these are our products. We love them. We love you, and we love your hair. Thanks for joining us this week. If there is any other products or anything you want to know, please reach out to us, and we'll see you next time.